I apologize.
My humble respects.
Butter, eggs, fresh butter. What kind of pig was sitting
That
here?
city tournament.
What an occasion, eh? Will you go?
I reckon I'll
be
have a
right
look
there.
first. Maybe next time I'll even fight. I've been taking lessons at the Fechtal, and I've learned quite a bit already.
Oh, that's good. The town needs strong, brave men who can take up arms and not just the tools of their trade. These days, milk and
We
cheese
need
here.
to rely on ourselves.
Fresh milk. The lords won't protect us.
That sort of talk is dangerous. The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city. All that fencing is just a bit of fun, that's all.
Men's opinions. Fresh fish. Trouts are perch.
May God grant you good health.
Aye. See you later.
What's the world coming to? Two poles, weddings, diabolical schemes.
Cottage cheese. Fresh cottage cheese. Smoked goat's cheese.
I think the church really does need new paint.
Road here. Right, road.
Come and take a look.
God bless.
Quality goods.
God be with you.
Right, let's
Go
go.
to church.
Let the bishop or someone take care of them.
I see what you
Fish.
mean.
Come and get your fish
Did you
here.
hear that Dirk Stallion is shagging Naz's old woman?
Pretty for you.
If you know it, then so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nars as well.
Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there.
What are you talking
Fresh
about?
juice here.
It's gospel. They say she's mad for it. But the old man just isn't up to it anymore. He wanted her to stop pestering him. So he made a deal with Dirk Stallion.
Cottage cheese.
Christ.
Fresh
But wait,
cottage cheese.
didn't Dirk used to come to your place a lot too?
Aye, and he still does. But at least I have time to play dice. You feel like rolling a few tonight?
Well, sure.
Butter, eggs, fresh butter.
Aye, take care.
Cheese. Fresh cottage cheese. Smoked goat cheese.
Come and take your pick. New wares.
Milk and cheese here. Fresh milk. Goat cheese. Come and take your pick.
And
New wares.
but your father's still alive, isn't he?
Aye, he drools all over himself. And he gets this feeling his time's nearly up.
Does he get it often?
Eggs.
Nearly all the
Fresh
time.
eggs.
And he's always
Duck eggs.
threatening
Make it
to leave
small.
everything in the church.
Fresh eggs.
Go and seek him.
Aye. Once old folks start getting soft in the head, it's bad news.
Exactly. Let me tell you, I'd rather die poor, but young, than to go through that.
A fine day. For some
My humble respects.
wares. Come and
The finest bywares. Good day.
Good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the greatest evil of all?
At your service, sir.
It happens.
Just watch where you're going next time.
good day.
I'm sorry.
Greetings, Henry. What are you all dressed up for?
My word. All it takes is a good wash, and a man has to beat the women off with a stick.
You jester.
By the way,
My favourite book.
as I wandered through and there it lay.
You really found...
I read a bit.
What did...
While reading it, I thought the writing style seemed familiar.
Really?
Well, yeah. As if I knew the writer himself. Or herself.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine. A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they sit you down at a table to copy the works of others for the rest of your life.
Waste of time, right?
Not just time, above all, talent.
Hold on. Who wrote this, then?
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me?
How should I know?
That's a tempting notion.
Wouldn't you want...
I suppose I'm...
There are still a few blank pages.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my...
My pleasure.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas.
Both?
Just tell me what you'd like to read. I'll take care...
There are heaps of stories about men. So I propose one about a woman.
All right, a woman then. But I'd need to know more about her.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is important.
I think above all that she...
And isn't that rather...
Only if she's too clever and thinks she knows...
So, you're another man who thinks...
Not at all.
Very well, you win. But if the lady in our story is clever, should...
I'm for good intentions.
I agree. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch, especially if you'll be my model.
What?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing...
I'd rather keep what I do.
Well, now we're done.
Finally.
Your suffering is... So what about that story?
Too bad there aren't more books like...
Really? And what about the sketch? For such...
Oh, it's pretty, really.
But otherwise, I think we can be quite...
Well... And for that matter...
No beating around. Please do stop by. Perhaps I can show you...
You said you could teach...
If you ask nicely.
Very well then, Lady Know-It-All.
That depends on what you're interested in. Or if you prefer actions instead of... But I warn you in advance, so...
I'd like to what's the last...
You'd better believe it. I only...
Could you...
Of course, but I warn you in... So...
I'd like you to show...
I prefer...
Will you teach...
My respects.
I'm sorry.
Oh, fuck you. My respects. My respects.
blessed evening.
Is it Nor?
Hugo? He's been sitting here.
I'm here.
I do. But not just any. We'll cut off the flow of...
Sounds like you want to shut...
Aye, that's exactly...
What do you mean?
As you already found out, the flow of silk... If we take that...
If you put it simply...
Can I count?
How do you want to do it?
With the combination of modern science...
Could you be a little...
We're going to blow the...
Aren't you afraid of...
What's one human life? Someone would have to rat us out. And I don't think any one of us would do such a thing.
Why?
You rely... Besides,
How do you know I've been...
You can find brothers and sisters of the guild.
Why don't you send...
They're simple miners.
I still don't...
Do you know?
I've had the pleasure.
One barrel should...
A whole barrel?
We need to collapse the adits.
You can count on...
I know exactly where. Ask the Gunforge. Wouldn't it be the irony of fate that the one behind Sigismund's fall will...
Getting the information out of him won't be easy. But we'll...
I'm sure you'll figure it out. And remember, I don't want to see any...
Right, here it is.
Don't worry.
As soon as you have the barrel, head straight... Oh, and before I forget, here's a few groschen. Oh, yeah, friend.
Certainly. Have no fear.
Be careful! So we don't have to bring the surgeon!
I'm sorry. It's not that simple. First, you have to lay the groundwork.
Ready for it?
It happens! Just watch where you're going next time.
Come here. I need...
Well?
You're damn right. And not...
Tell me.
You've been here for some time now.
A good leader?
Shenyek is a weakling, and too careful for his own good.
The guild isn't supposed to be a band of...
Bullshit! Shenyek's the only one that... Unless we start bringing in a...
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say...
Forget about it.
Easy now, friend. Let's just go our separate ways.
You better not fuck...
Farewell, sir.
My respects.
Willkommen. I was just about to close up shop. You... Guten Abend. Was brauchst...
Show me... I'd like to...
What are...
I'm
fine.
Are you Eldris?
Yeah.
I'm looking for black powder.
Wait. In this case, that we...
I'm here on behalf of the great king...
Good.
Of course I do.
Stop. Nicht das. No. Unfortunately, I don't have any black...
Isn't there anyone else?
Definitely not here in the city.
Go on then.
My business rival, Whisker of Colin, also supplies black powder. More importantly, Whisker drives his wagon north from Colin through Bohunovitz towards the military encampment with a powder in tow. If he were to lose it, he would be in großen Schwierigkeiten.
And I'd have my powder.
Exactly.
You can count on...
Greetings.
Good day.
I better not forget.
I've done everything just as we tell his lordship. We'll get
Good tidings indeed.
Indeed. How many men does Rip...
He'll be taking...
All right. Old Luke has been blabbed everywhere we gather.
We'll meet at...
Which one?
The same as always.
We've never met at it. What the hell? Who the f...
I'm from Riddle.
Oh, you know, I'm the bleed...
I better not forget about that council assembly.
Show what you're made of!
What do you want? That hit home. Jesus Christ! What the fuck are you? A butcher?
Juice!
I'm going to see the Mint Master.
Any fool could...
I have an appointment.
All right.
Glad to see you.
You have the gall to show...
Hold your horses. Actually,
You've come...
call it what you like.
The assembly.
Oh, surely you wouldn't deny...
Don't try that on... And tell the...
Well, I just want to...
And could you not...
Have you forgotten I have you over a...
All right, if I get you into the council, you'll behave up... And that will...
And how about a few groschen?
You're worse than a... You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. He's roughly around your... Although, not every...
Who's this...
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. Which reminds me, you'll need... Otherwise...
What will I need?
Fast feet and good manners. And...
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve...
Well, no.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery.
Where can I find the...
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the... That is, if he's up and about...
At the what?
That German...
What would work on him?
Would you like me to give you...
I'll be going.
Just make sure.
Careful! Go away. Greetings. What do
You must be...
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am.
Supposing I took the job on for you.
Look here. It's not them councillors stuffing their faces and why would you want to...
I just have to get in there. I have an important message for the...
But why would you...
But it could be that someone from the council is me.
I see. To begin with, you'll need... Look here. Do you have...
Well...
You're off to a great... Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him...
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter... I didn't get round to picking it up.
Thanks.
You better... Farewell, my friend. I hope you're not going to be wandering around out there all night.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings.
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
Christ, pardon me.
Oh, fuck you. I'm telling you, Conrad's gonna win the tournament. And I'm telling you.
Best on the market.
Vegetable. Mushroom.
My humble respect.
I believe in God, the Father Almighty, creator of heaven and earth, and in Jesus Christ, his only Son, our Lord, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit and born of the Virgin Mary. He suffered under Pontius Pilate, was crucified, died, and was buried. He descended into hell. On the third day, he rose again. He ascended into heaven and is seated at the right hand of God the Father Almighty. He will come again to judge the living and the dead. I believe in the Holy Spirit, the Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the forgiveness of sins, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Amen.
God be with you, my friend.
Today's a school.
May God give you health.
Come and take your pick.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Crackling squares on the market. Come and take a look.
Needles, thread, pins. What are you here for?
Embroidery, silk embroidery, ribbons of all colours.
Excuse me.
Well, come to your senses yet?
Stand a chance. What? What are you blabbering about?
I heard about this one bloke, a young fella, but they say no one stands a chance against him.
Come and take your pick.
A wonderful.
The best wares on the market. Big and small.
We're open. Good morning, lad.
We've got enough to go around. Anything you need.
We're now open. Good morning. Come and have a look.
What'll it be?
I hear one Franta cooldown.
Aye, the finest, but it was worth it.
As it happens, Franta asked me to pick. He gave me a certificate.
I was hoping he'd try them on one. Would you repair?
Pots for sale. Big, strong pots. Hot nails. Just imagine, the old man found it.
And he believed it.
Of course. He doesn't know the first thing about weaving. But he thought it was a bit odd I keep it in the mattress.
Do you want me to arrest you? Leave that door be.
Vote it again.
Well, compared to his, they all look...
Hey! You're not allowed here.
Yourself a helping hand. You've got enough to go around. Anything you need.
The city council will be convening soon. I better get a move on. Franta Cooldown sent me.
Franta's not...
He crippled his leg.
Is it serious?
I won't come to that.
We can't be without a wait. So, have you got Franta's...
Sure.
You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. Everything as it Do you know what your duties are for an inexperienced greenhorn?
Well, I'll happily listen to any...
I should certainly... Now listen. A good waiter should... In short, but when one of the gentlemen calls, you'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes... We can't allow that.
All right. Sir,
and if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with...
Remember
that too, but... And in general...
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct, but you'll manage.
I know everything I need.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easy.
The city reserves are in
There are the
urgent
pictures
need
of wine.
weapons.
Hopefully I won't splash
Our
anyone's
current
shoes.
Waffenarsenal is a joke. And on top of that, the
Hey,
army
boy,
was requisitioning
a full cup of
from it.
monastery wine.
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing.
Come now, waiter.
That
I wanted red.
Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Come
All
now,
I'm saying
waiter.
is that
I
they
wanted
had
red.
them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city
apologize,
garrison.
sir.
And Herr
Which one?
König
Red.
surely knows this
Am I
too.
speaking in Latin?
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize
Excuse
what
me?
Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
I'm sorry.
Who is it you want to fight?
I wasn't paying
Exactly.
attention.
The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king
Waiter,
can arrive at any
get
moment.
me white.
What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
Where's my white?
You can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. The king is surely aware of it
apologize.
as well. Maybe if he waived some of the
Hey,
taxes...
where's my white?
The king fears that this town will rise against him.
He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So
The city reserves are in urgent
There are the
need
pictures of
new
wine.
weapons.
Hopefully I won't
Our
splash
current
anyone's
weapon
shoes.
arsenal is a joke, and on top of that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town
Hey, wait,
reserve
inform me,
have
Mr.
worse
Kai.
weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that
I apologize.
that Hackenbücher.
Boy, are you deaf or something?
Can you believe
Why?
it?
White.
Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them.
Sir?
Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich?
Thank
All I'm
you,
saying
waiter.
is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris?
Waiter,
You smell a
get me
deal?
white.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is.
I'm sorry,
The
sir.
Dry Devil is running
Orders
free.
from above.
There are Raubringer
This is unbelievable.
everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who
White
is it you want
call
to
me
fight?
red wine.
Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then?
Well,
We're sitting
thank
atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the jämmerlich state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Waiter, get me white.
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall
That's
far
not a good
short
idea,
of
sir.
covering
This
all
is
the citizens'
unbelievable.
needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up in Hopring. I want to repair the bath.
More wine, Master Bailiff.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand. Soft, feminine.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief. She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And
A silver goblet. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if we go and get it,
where can I find?
use your eyes and
From the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Nice.
Have you forgotten the Black
Whose
Death?
silver might this be?
A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to...
so
I did.
Not so. And now go back.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up and hovering. Wants to repair the bath that should be there.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago, you were complaining there weren't enough baths. Shouldn't we support her?
Something like this is better handled by trustworthy people, like my friend, bathhouse proprietor Adam. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important. But we... Have money to spend. Arguing about
그냥 안
who
키고
is going to
있었어요.
wash where and how is a waste of time.
근데 이때도 이 시기에도 청결하고 흑사병하고 관련이 있다는 거를 어느 정도 알고는 있었나 보네요.
That's nothing unusual.
그 논란거리가 있긴
That
했지만.
old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident.
where's
You
my
were there,
wife?
weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
Haven't we met
My ears must be
Your face
deceiving
is
me.
familiar.
Are you defending
think so,
Rutard?
sir.
Besides,
I'm sure I'd
if
remember.
his men attacked yours, as
Could I
I've
be mixing
heard,
you up with
then we
someone
have a
else?
good reason to punish him.
No matter.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case it really was
예,
nothing.
얼굴 본 적이 있었던 것 같은데 모르길래 얘는 진짜 알 것 같은데.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king.
Waiter,
want a
monastery wine. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Sir?
Unless he puts an end to us first.
얘는 내 얼굴 알 텐데.
Thank you, waiter. If nothing happened,
네가 모르면
there's
어떡해.
no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword fighting
Waiter,
school brought this
get me
custom
white.
to us. It's now run by the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsooker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsman. Red, white, it's all the same, right?
잘못 줬네.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven
Refill, sir.
offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that. Come here. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards...
What can I help you with? I took them off to pray. I can't just...
All right.
And you, while you're at it, count how many figures on... Because I'm bored.
What if they have one more reason?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and no one is left
That
unscathed.
was easy enough. And he wanted me to count the winged figures.
Let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be
발개
out of
달린 현상이
customers.
꽤 있는 세월호.
The hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. We'll waste our time.
네.
Put down the pitcher and run to the chapel. So...
I found your...
Really? And did you count?
찍어.
I counted...
And you counted so you can have a...
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedral.
찍었는데 맞췄다.
The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses.
Hey,
Just
waiter!
a village with a monastery,
some to come.
and they are going to mock a royal mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed
Boy!
to open the city under siege?
Where's my wife?
간다고 가.
I get the feeling
Oh,
there's
참
something other
빠르네.
than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
You, lad!
Do
You look familiar to me.
And what would that be?
Have we met?
Like,
Well,
for
naturally.
instance, that you'd
go
like
to your
to
tavern
have
almost every day.
altar there?
Really?
So what if I would?
Then you
Hold
must
your
have
horses,
decent
gentlemen.
wages to be able to
That
visit the
space
best
in the side
tavern in
nave
town
is mine.
regularly.
When hell freezes over, my friend, your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha!
이거 언제까지 해야
I
되지?
think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Sir?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, This is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
Boy, I'd like some white.
아이씨 왜 자꾸
Boy, are you deaf or something? Wine! White! Thank you, waiter.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
얘가 지기스문트구만. 마르크. 고개 숙여, 고개 숙여, 얼굴 보지 마.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
생각보다 자상한데?
Like this plan of fights!
막 학살자라 그러더니만 생각보다 자상하게 하는데? 헨리는 목숨 걸고 보내놓고서 자기들은 떠들고 있네. 아, 이제 또 고드인 플레이야?
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying.
I'd rather be
unpleasant.
You have no idea.
And now you're 2 decades older and wise, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of...
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years is...
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any...
Most of them I'm seeing for the first... We've had bandits, nobles, burghers...
Wait a moment.
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping most of it to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all this, you...
I wouldn't be too sure. Who's that French fellow you...
The great Baron Brabant. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabber besides. He defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side...
How does it feel to... Or, until you...
No fear of that in my case. I intend wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests. Eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig to you.
오, 라삐. 라삐가 유대인 저쪽이었나?
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find I'm Godwin.
Peace be with you. Ned,
how do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult, and we are both I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical and this
Who would rather not be here? Why did we have to come here, Sadie?
because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stir when you are frowning so?
Are you looking for...
Let us say rather that we have chosen a side. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get up.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable, and for a young stripling, he was supposed to become a blacksmith. And then...
Wait, from Scarlet?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone.
마틴?
A blacksmith
아버지잖아.
by the name.
My daughter knew him most, and...
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like
And that was all...
Why? He should have taken care of...
Don't make hasty judgments. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20...
That boy's blood father denied him. Just like...
A person can't choose their parents. And
Enough.
For that...
Good health.
L'chaim.
야, 그러면은 얘가 마틴 친아들이야? 족보가 좀 꼬였는데? 아. 옛날부터 저는 그 허리 쪽이라고 해야 되나? 거기가 좀 아팠거든요. 근데 이상근중인가 뭐
Everything all right?
MRI를 찍어봐도 그렇고 뭘 해봐도 그렇고 계속 해결이 안 돼가지고 뭐 원인을 찾을 수가 없더라고요.
I reckon you'd had
pretty pissed off.
근데
or that.
We will leave us soon anyway.
좀 드물게 나오는 거라고 보는데 이상근증후군일 수도 있다 그러면서 검사 받아보라고 그러는데 약간 비쌀 것 같아가지고는 시도를 못 해보고 있어요. 큰 병원 가야 된다 그래서.
And now especially.
Surely it won't be that bad.
There are many fools who would rather take out their gall on us and stop. In times of uncertainty, it is always the sons of
지들은 팔레스타인 공격하고 있으면서.
first to be stricken.
요즘 이런 내용 나오니까 좀 그 시기하네요. 어디 보자.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin-Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo, the last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
진짜 캐릭터가
Isn't that
진짜로
exhausting?
프랑스스럽네.
No, and I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you...
Ah, and only lost...
That need...
Oh...
You're quite...
Ah, this Bohemia is a strange land. Do tell me about it.
The last time was at Nabak.
Ah, indeed.
That's a fact. No one was expecting von Bergout.
Diabolical, perhaps. Perhaps one day the generals will sit back.
Do you reckon the defensive could... You say you're a poet?
Jamais. I think not. To recite...
Where have you been on your travels?
But of course. If you are interested in my greatest journey, and if you are interested in my greatest...
And you wouldn't by any chance...
Which one do you mean? I spoke...
How come almost...
I am operating. My great benefit is my... There, everyone knows...
그래서 지금 허리가 계속 안 좋은 상태예요. 엉덩이라 그래야 되지. 약간 요추 쪽부터 해가지고 요추 쪽도 그렇고 왼쪽 엉덩이 부분에서 허벅지, 무릎, 종아리 이렇게까지 쭉쭉 내려가서 발목까지 아픈 그런 느낌인데 디스크인가 해서 MRI를 찍어봐도 딱히 병이라고 할 정도로 심하게 뭔가 그게 돌출되고 그런 것도 없어가지고 그래서 지금 이거를 해결이 안 돼서 지금 그래서 몇 년째 그러고 있죠. 솔직히 거의 10년 가까이 되고 있는 것 같아.
Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
야호 개판이구만. 이나프 할 뻔할 것 같은데.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst of all. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when... By the way, I'm John.
That's not a thing I've ever...
I have my sword. From what I've heard about you...
Is that so?
Indeed.
It depends.
A little... I expect we can agree that you... And the way it stands at the moment...
Well... I'm curious how you hoped...
We'll sit and wait quietly until... But we'll be waiting in the military camp.
When Sigismund sees that...
Sigismund's army is demoralized. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend them.
But he can't retreat either.
And that's exactly why For the plan to work, we need allies. We just need negotiate.
Are you saying you said
More like in... If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all...
Why are you...
Because I want to put it... And also because I'm happier with... You're certainly not the first.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names, if you can get those 3. Meanwhile...
What if it...
I refuse to even consider...
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulder. You and your friend Henry are similar. There aren't many like you two.
Tell me about...
Certainly.
Wojciech of Kunststadt.
That's just the thing. He's got... He doesn't play the big game. He always goes for the sure thing. But...
Alder the Alderman.
He still is. The only one who... Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund. But he'll continue to have a strong influence.
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartosz.
I was quite surprised to see her.
A male. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws.
And what use can she be to us?
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And there are wicked tongues that claim and that it was thank.
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck.
Success.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek. And he's a great lord.
That's hard to believe.
Martin likes to exaggerate. He was talking about the sorry nags even when they...
I'd like to check your horses out.
Ha, even...
And you might not believe...
Well. You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home.
I want to have a word with old.
Well, For interrupting our conversation?
Is that your...
Unfortunately.
I came with a delegation from...
Why so strict?
20 years ago. I got him a place at the... Only it wasn't... And then, I found... But he took his booze and...
Try saying it again a little louder.
You have the impertinence to show me...
You're exaggerating.
Me? Exaggerate? You're a horse wandering around...
Oh, actually, anything, but maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. I can't dishonor someone who...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
We've never met, and we have no...
You've got no other option.
Gentlemen, I can have a word in private.
Out of the question. And he's got plenty to learn from...
You want satisfaction? Suit yourself, then.
After you.
Well, that...
Shouldn't we run...
No.
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Yeah. Stand
Enough.
firm. Otherwise, the
That will
first
do.
한 대 맞고 뻗어? 뭐 대단한 무기도 대단한 거 끼고 있지도 않는데. 뭐 하는 놈이야 이건?
Put you on your arse.
My God, Father always said you were a good-for-nothing.
I was in a war, and you ought to know yourself.
Why?
So Father would only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his...
Not at all. When I was 6 years old, he wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting.
Only 3 days.
I always wondered.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. But now...
And that's...
I've got to get him on our...
Aren't we all?
Maybe everyone's sane.
Actually, I don't think you should...
What else can...
I'll talk to him myself. He'll...
All right, then. It's a nice idea.
Only no one's going to pay for one.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sig...
I expect Alder... Leave Alder to me.
I don't know how to thank...
You can drag me to a tavern sometime.
의외로 친해졌네. 여기가 어디지 위치가? 아 라보르슈. 아 그럼 이 빨간 표시 헨리는 왜 그런 라보르슈에서 빨간 표시였던 거죠? 그 고두인 같은 경우는 영주가 싫어해서 그렇다고 치고 왜 헨리는 그래 빨간 불이 돼 있었던 거야?
Looks more like a wet hen to me.
It's quite unusual to see him cornered like this.
응?
And with you? Footpads and ruffians, eh? I keep saying this.
Why we mustn't push too hard.
What do you mean?
They're without honor.
We're trying to forge an...
Sir Bocek.
A man hardly puts his cup to his... Jobs comes up with a plan as full of holes as...
On the contrary.
Does that improvement in...
A few thousand men at arms, only in order to...
You've got my...
How can I...
I need guarantees of...
Of course.
You can talk,
Since you haven't got a pot, I have a lot of property, lots of subjects. I can't risk it all.
So you need guarantees that you...
My guarantee is called Yet. If I succeeded in marrying her off to...
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable...
Perhaps someone of suitable standing.
I believe Licht...
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sigismund.
How about...
He's a...
What's wrong with him? He's young, and he'll give up.
And to half the wench. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation. Maybe.
I'll convey your offer to Lord Capon.
I don't care what the young lord... If he agrees, I'll be...
Pushing a friend.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop.
하하.
Sir Hanush.
You do?
I've gained...
And who is it?
On the contrary.
Kunstad? How the hell?
Well, there's one little...
Out with...
Lord Kunstad has a niece.
Hans Capon. Godwin, you can...
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it.
좋아하네.
So, young niece. If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get...
Or you could make me the abbot of...
Forget it. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him my...
Cheer!
Cheers!
너는 왜 끙끙거려 왜?
Sabuchek.
So Hanush...
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers to the beautiful...
Here's to a good harvest.
하.
God be with you. There's something I...
God be with you.
Your diplomat...
No beating around the bush, eh?
Margrave Yob's plan.
To muster an army...
Christ. Be praised.
I should say so. Also, although, between the two of us...
How do you know Liechtenstein?
I know most of the people here very well, but they wouldn't dream... While it seems that Lord...
I'd say you have a better nose for people than...
Not only for people, but also for good...
Then you're in the right place.
The wine here is average. So?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty.
It's not only your you're well able to negotiate.
Then, if you want me to support you...
Do you have something in...
Well, one of the...
who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now, if you were to switch...
Have you fallen on...
No. Alder is innocent. They're disappointed that I dared, and the fact that I'm
And these...
My relatives somehow dug...
You were dealing...
They were not the enemy at the time.
And the papers...
Just insignificant document.
All right, I'll help you.
Alder will surely have them. Bring them to me. But watch yourself.
얘들아. 눈이 있었어? 눈이 있었니? 도망쳐. 근데 이거 신부가 이래도 되는 건가? 막 나가는 신부 아니야?
I've got those papers from...
Quiet!
Lady, here they are. You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you.
Yes, quite.
How could I refuse it?
And to this...
Gentlemen, I think we can...
Is this...
Like I said, miracles happen. Tell me, Godwin of the House of Odorin, what...
I bring nothing from the House of Odorin. But the widow of Waldstein and Sir both of them.
뭐 어디 갔어?
Heavens, what did you...
또 버그 났네.
It's going to be a long story.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians.
이거 원래 역사에서는 지기스먼트가 이기지 않나?
Not only ours. They'll give you coin.
Yes. The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will
제발,
take young
제발,
Lord
K-폰,
Capon
K-폰, 제발.
as her husband.
제발, 제발, 제발. 가만히 있어. 난데없이 결혼하게 됐어.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
난데없이 결혼하게 되는가? 뭐지? 지금 무슨 일이 일어난 거지? 진짜 결혼하기 싫은 표정이다. 왜 헨리 모자 어디 갔어? 왜 모자 안 쓰고 있어?
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things are even more disordered than before.
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured bandits executed as an example to others.
We do not care about bandits. We care about rebellious nobles and burghers. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who is behind this. Without evidence, we cannot punish them.
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you to do the same. Find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere. Point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein to do anything. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning.
We do not even have enough men to...
Marquardt, could you spare a few men for a while?
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric. He'll take care of it.
So you see, all you have to do is make sure the city rebel get their share. You could at least manage that, couldn't you? And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. Only now you owe us directly. And while we are on the subject of money, has the yield from the mines finally matched last year's?
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop rebelling when you pay them proper wages.
Your Majesty, we can't do that.
Silence! How dare you oppose the kingdom's
뭐지?
protection?
생각보다 상식적인
You're a
인간인데?
bunch of incompetent sycophants. Chicken shits. Not any better than the scum hiding in the forest.
I apologize, sire. I'll do everything in my power to...
All I hear from you over and over again are excuses and prevarication. And results? None. I therefore placed the city council under the authority of Sir Marquardt von Aulitz, who is present here, with immediate effect. He will make sure you finally do your duty.
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple tasks. But instead of working on them, you idled in the baths and lined your pockets. And let the traitors cast their nets undisturbed.
모자가 갑자기 생겼어.
But unlike my brother, I am capable of creating order. And I assure you, I do not distinguish between those who stand in my way. Be they beggars, noblemen, or city councillors. You have 2 weeks to restore order in the city and increase mining output. I want clear results, and you answer only to me and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. No one else.
쟤는 헨리를 알아볼만 하지 않나? 마크바츠는?
You don't go anywhere, boy. Be so kind and remain here. Our throat has become rather dry. And we still wish to speak with our friend von Aulitz.
Yes, sire. As you wish, sire.
Between the two of us, Marquardt, was I not perhaps too harsh on them? And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence.
마크바트 폰 아울리츠도 저 실존 인물일까요? 헨리는 실존 인물 아닌 걸로 아는데 얘는 어떨지 모르겠네.
Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks had a good year. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been...
아무리 생각해도 너무 착한데? 귀족들한테 험하고 엄한 것 같은 느낌이. 너무 신사적이잖아.
God grant him eternal glory. We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility, on the other hand, found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper slayer.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in a land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
아니, 이렇게 착하다니. 나 지기스무트 편으로 돌아갈래.
We need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Raposh. Odorin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Odorin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine.
예, 알겠습니다.
No, we shall have white. We have had enough of red.
White it is. Quickly.
예, 알겠습니다.
Bosch falls. Others will follow.
I think von
네,
Berghoff's
전하.
little contraption
포도주를
will find
드십시오.
its use again.
Need be. We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
근데 왕이 시종한테 저런 말을 할 정도면은 진짜 잘 좋은 애 아니야? 어지간해서는 시종한테 저러지 않을 텐데.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink with us?
To victory, sire.
To today's, and those of the future.
마크마트가 이거를 왜 모르지? 헨리 얼굴을 봤을 텐데 얘는.
What are you doing?
아따 맛이 갔네.
Margaret loves it. Didn't he say that Lord Kronstadt was going with them?
Meum et propositum inter perna mori.
I'd like to drink a toast. So touching. Come now.
I never had. Well, maybe once. The old.
See now. Only fuck.
I've got a tongue like.
Well,
his lordship is so on.
To hell with that. I had my eye on him all evening, and left the rest of us to drink.
You can bet on it.
I don't.
이건 또 뭐 하는 짓거리지?
I had wicked thoughts. How'd you like a wine?
The art of wine recipes are. I myself was even the French, the king himself.
I expect his lordship.
Best, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary.
Baron Vaku.
To be eaten. Well, I couldn't resist either.
You all need it in the morning.
시가 뭐였지? 와인을 찾으시오. 아버지가 제일 아끼는 와인?
I've got some warm wood downstairs. You all need it.
그럼 아버지 방으로 가봐야 되나?
And I say it's a horse. But if you got a different idea about a horse.
Good evening, my esteemed lady.
No matter. Although Martin hardly spoke of you.
No offense, ma'am.
Indeed. So the stories of how in your...
And I also heard that you once fell drunk into the trench.
All right.
And is it not true that one of your
We are all sinners, ma'am.
Unquestionably.
Is your husband here?
You won't find him here. He stayed at home.
Or any journeys, for that matter. Even where the king goes.
All his life he gorged himself on.
Would you...
This is Lady Chris...
Nice to meet you.
What's your opinion?
That it's about time. But in the end, it seems...
홍콩이라며.
Because he's been
아니야?
rotting for nearly a year in the...
I'm sorry to hear that, Mark.
I've been praying for it since the day... Perhaps worldly powers will come to our aid once...
It's been a...
And this here is...
God be with you, sir.
Please excuse her. This is...
You're fortunate, miss. Your aunt set you a good...
Yes.
And I know what I'm...
Are you well?
Only a little.
They come to me for advice. If it hadn't been for me, that...
It was a pleasure to... It's been a...
I'm right.
I am far too old for some sentimental courtship.
넌 뭐 하냐?
How come you're still here, sir?
All hail Yobs. He sorted things out here nicely, but you know how I explained to the Margrave. I am too old.
Did you...
Nothing to discuss. It's the pride of our family.
Ah. I'd bet my right arm...
What?
Deal with him yourself, though.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you, my dear.
일단은 술을 빼돌려야 돼. 술 내놔 술. 아버지가 아끼는 술을 훔쳐가야 된다고. 빨리 아버지가 아끼는 술.
Do you get it, father?
뭐요?
Whatever. Fuck it.
전 저기서도 혼나고 있네.
I'm filled with grief.
From every craft of my enemy and adversary, may I not anger my God by any sin. The Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen.
Oh yeah. Keep going.
So you keep saying.
내 안에서 뭐 하냐? 야 나도 구경 좀 하자. 뭐 하냐? 뭐?
What? Queen? I'm talking about fucking
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be no war.
얘들 뭐 하는 거야? 빨리 구경하자. 어?
Finished. Pull up your skirt. Let's drink and I'll be done.
Forget it.
오.
Come on. Someone will see us.
Hey? They won't. We've come here.
Huh.
녀석 남자군.
What? About the girls? Or the piglet?
Everybody likes a drop of white.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to the celebration. Fox.
그냥 문을 열어?
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
야, 술 먹고도 잘 싸우네. 비틀비틀거리다가도.
Jesus! He's surrounded Christopher. He can't make it on his own.
Don't spare him!
Fuck you!
We got him! One step back! Stand your ground! Hey, get him!
Don't worry.
I'll be down here in flash.
Show your stuff!
Hey, you back!
You won't be able to take another one like that.
와, 이게 얘는 폭이 다르네? 스킬이 얘는 좀 다른 건가? 와, 얘 레벨이 진짜 높구나. 야, 취하면 얘는 오히려 더 잘 싸우네. 뭐야, 어딨어?
What are you waiting for, you wretch? No mercy! Blood flowing!
헨리 가고 있는 거야? 이제 아이템을 또 바꿔야지. 자, 얘 바꾸고 얘를 도둑으로 바꾸고 동생 죽었나?
You can't stand up to this. You let him on nicely.
I'll kill him. This one's
I'll
mine.
be done with you in a flash.
Do it.
No, you don't.
I'll tear you a new arsehole, you fucker! Take them!
Good charade, poor dad!
Come on, then! Smack him on the head!
Nice, right.
Hey, that one's on it! Now!
Don't spare him.
God sees you!
Ease the door!
Here, Horsens. That was a close shave. A little too close. Did my eyes deceive me?
Godwin,
How did you... Damn.
is everyone alright?
Well, some are. They captured Oder and Kunstad that Androtard. They wanted to slay the rest.
What about my father?
They left with Jobst, but...
What happened?
My younger... You've known him for half a day. So shut up. Leave him be.
I'm sorry.
Thanks. That is...
I tried to come as soon as possible and warned...
You knew he...
He wanted Odorin. He probably had...
I bet he couldn't. And Sigismund... We have to be real.
Is there anything we can...
Definitely not. We'll treat the wounded. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den. If I survive the journey.
The king announced one more thing. That is...
Fuck! Licht, the city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
There are allies.
What do you mean by we? Everyone... Maybe Samuel will figure something out.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. Anyway, give me a moment. Guard the walls until morning.
If anyone shows up, I want to know.
페이폰.
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. They could well. If it hadn't been for you, Henry.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with...
Well, young Odorin, Anna of Volstein, and they captured. Without them, we can hardly get...
We'll figure out a way.
But how? Get a grip. You're right. Nevertheless...
Actually, at Sigismund's council...
Gods, we need to get back to the city. I'm going with you. Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you... Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi... This is it.
What do you make of...
He's unquestionably... He rambles on a lot. Although it was better. Otherwise, he seemed... If a little...
I agree. And he's got a score to settle with Sig.
He certainly...
What happened when Von Ber...
It was a...
Did anything happen?
No. But it took... I was traveling with Von Al... They treated my wounds...
What did they do?
Nothing much. They took care of my wound. But they treated me decently. Only I almost...
What was the problem?
That I couldn't get out of... I was... It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot... Actually, I never did. I had a feeling the roof would fall on... That's a fact. And above all...
Great.
You can be the Castellan or something. I'll even have a forge built.
They didn't let you out?
No. They let us walk around the fortress, but most of the... Like I say...
What did Von Berg...
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles. They behaved fairly about Radzig and Hanno.
What did he tell?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit.
My word. But the main thing is...
Indeed.
Survived. Maybe he'll come back.
Or maybe at least it was quick.
Whereas with Christopher...
Sir Christopher is dead?
Aye. Pity was all. They're not tempted, they should not come.
It was necessary.
Sam, I need...
Just tell him.
What did he talk about?
We talked about your...
Why?
It's true. I did not. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first... Well...
What?
Yes. His...
Are you sure? We looked...
When I was born, he was already... Nothing. Proof, perhaps, that both your god... You know, all my life, now that I know...
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to... Sigismund ordered confiscate...
The king has a...
He's no king to me.
What's a...
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. And all that with the...
This is what we were afraid. We need to get... Will you come?
I'll come.
Very well.
Let's not waste time.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen.
Kubienka?
Well, I heard, and I see instead...
Well, the real massacre is yet to... Can we borrow the wagon you were...
But of course.
Could you stop blabber...
Easy, Ingele.
All right.
I'll explain to you...
Are you coming?
Of course.
But do you think that's a good idea?
I'm not.
All right, then.
앞에 타야 돼?
Peresh, can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, how... What was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get.
불길한 소리
Both
하네.
be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mame will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time.
Then we better hurry up.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
말이야.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here.
But how...
We will go.
There are many abandoned mines.
Won't it collapse?
We'll find out.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway. We all would, lad, but it has been decided as punishment for our many sins.
What did you just say?
Nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front. Pick it up. Put it back. My horse is getting numb.
Halt! I heard something.
So, do you hear anyone?
If they manage to get all the way here, it is all over.
No, I think... I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone.
What about us?
You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
Follow me. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like...
I think there's some...
Go and check it out. If they... I'll gather up my things and...
어허, 몇 명이 죽은겨 이게. 뭐 서류 챙기라면서는 서류는 안 줘?
Baruch Hashem, Henry. Sam, a few of the cutthroats, there are more outside the...
4 of them.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything.
What?
I'm so sorry.
But they didn't look like they just... What about your mum?
She is, thank...
I'm really sorry about...
There was nothing Navis Hamartes.
There'll be plenty...
I'm sure Mum is...
You go ahead. I'll lock the tab.
But, sir...
I can take care... God be with...
Adam, is that you?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shul fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Don't worry, Mom.
Mein Gott!
Nothing. He's out on...
Wait!
My name is Henry.
Of course.
I'm his...
Was sagst du?
Sam.
Watch out!
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will...
We have to get to the synagogue.
Through the backyard. Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them! Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. For the yards. Leave us alone. That is you, little Lev. Can you help them? We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
Now I'll show ya.
이거 가끔가다 꼭 이럴 때마다 이 버그 때문에 이러는 건지 아니면 시스템적으로 어쩔 수 없는 건지.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
God made a joke when he made you. Show your... The place is clear now. Come inside.
Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, my kid?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Kiss them all out.
Come on!
What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
엄청 세네 얘.
Go inside. Quick.
생각보다 더 세네 얘.
The fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
There they are.
Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
What's the happening?
You'll be sorry. Give up. What are you looking at? That was a good hit, Benzoide.
맞다 진짜.
Show your scar. Come on, everyone's inside. Henry, come on. Let's go.
Gott, mogen wir. Let's go. It's this way. Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to some...
캐모마일 탕약, 수면.
Newell's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Just leave them here like this.
There's nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded out of here first.
Just supposed to bury them.
Return, O Lord. How long shalt thou be wrathful? Have compassion for
Where
us.
is Miriam?
Fill us with
Return, O Lord. How long shalt thou be wrathful? Have compassion for thy servant.
What will happen to us now?
We may rejoice and be glad all our days.
Es ist nicht wert kein Zwiebele.
Nicht wert kein... Thank you, Henry, for everything.
Don't worry. Even if that happens, it will be.
Return, O Lord.
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
Is there anything else?
Mein Gott, now we have...
I know this might not be the best time, but...
Right now? Well, how is Martin? Oh, der Herr of Schutzu.
Sigismund burned down my village.
I am sorry to hear. At least you survived.
Well, I'm sorry I don't...
Do not worry about it.
Is everything...
Yes.
How did you meet...
It was such... He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in...
And that's where...
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide. Then it went schlock.
So what?
My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best. But Martin would not give in. And we kept seeing...
That means
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, I did not even have time. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. And he only let me come back when he was...
Did Martin not go...
People said he did go looking for me.
If only he had gone...
Even if he went to the very edge of the world.
And what about you?
No.
And he didn't try to find out...
You know he did.
All right.
Before you go...
Well, he was strict with... I dream about him quite often. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins.
He was absolute.
Well...
You saved all our lives. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, even if not related.
Well, and thank you, my almost brother. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den.
I will see you there then.
Everything should...
Take care of yourself, dear.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Thank you, Henry, for everything.
모든 면에서 좋을 것 같았어.
Either you have something to sell, or we never saw each other.
Thanks. I'm definitely interested. My name is Henry.
Guten Tag, junger Mann. What an interesting...
It's all a bit crazy right now.
I am not judged. I myself subscribe.
I'm afraid...
Kurz gesagt, straight, and I do not...
What is a noble lady?
Ha! But asking questions...
Forgive me, ma'am.
Macht nichts. I am never cautious either way. Would you... And because it is you...
Ah, yes. The noble impulse to...
Exactly.
And I should think it's quite...
Watch yourself, junger Mann.
I didn't mean...
Macht nichts.
What about King Sigismund?
The arrogant disputes of the Luxem. I will not let them spoil my...
My condolences.
Ha! Let me tell you. Eventually, they will be made. Not even King Sigismund. Natürlich. Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, Mann.
Excuse me.
You're the kind master.
It's time you all heard the truth. We've survived drought, we've survived floods, plague and fires, and failed harvests.
미호관이 있던가? 건조장, 훈영장 딱히 없어 보이는데? 역병 환자들의 무덤? 여기 한번 가봐야겠다. 동물이다.
What have you found, boy?
뭐요? 아무것도 없잖아. 그럼 여긴 더 있을 줄 알았더니 뭐 없네. 우선 좀 씻어야 될 것 같은데. 오, 활력 다 채웠어. 주요 레벨. 검도 30 다 채웠고.
Afraid of water, are you?
Ah, of course not. I was just heading to the baths.
Good boy.
We survived drought. We survived flood. Rain and fire and failed harvest. But now we face a far greater catastrophe. You all know full well what I'm talking about.
이쪽으로 가야 되는구나.
Yeah. You know what they say about hindsight? Now we just need to think.
So you're in a bit of a pickle, eh?
These damned horses, they got...
You wouldn't happen to be...
What?
That doesn't matter.
My God.
How about I offer you a reasonable sum, and you say one of...
Well,
I knew we could...
the pleasure's all mine. Now, but hurry up.
닦어. 아, 저기 있구나. 아유.
Another horse. Maybe. I told you we shouldn't have gone this way. And which way should we have gone, eh? Through Opatowitz? Yeah, right. I don't.
지금 내가 세이버 스닙스가 몇 개 있더라? 20개나 있네. 마셔.
No, maybe that bridge over there would have worked. Yeah.
Hey!
이런,
Get your
도망가.
hands out of there! Can we sort this on our own, or do I need to get the bailiff involved?
왜 이래? 또 이러네.
Well,
Are you
what's
deaf?
it going to be?
Oh, really? We'll call the guards. You're
Yeah.
lost then. We could have sorted
Can't
it.
fuck you off up!
Can't you see I'm not... Get look.
Leave me alone. I won't see a...
뭐야?
Maybe if we pop it with some branches, we could make it work. Then it'll be...
이런. 익숙한 장소는 뭐지? 아, 연신 기술이 더 높게 취급되는 거? 말 되게 오랜만에 타는 느낌이.
Quick! Go! Yeah. Quick! Go! Quick! Go!
What do you think about our...
I've never been... It'll be a bang, the like...
Don't you think it's...
What isn't dangerous?
Tell me, how...
Genyek pulled me out of the... Literally. I've been helped well done.
You say that like it does...
Genyek, man. He's a great... I believe what...
So you just...
Pretty much.
Don't you have some plan?
When Genyek gets... Until then...
You don't seem to have many...
What good would they do me? At least, so I come up with...
Tell me more about...
Look, I'm all I can tell you. But...
I'd like to...
What are you...
공병기는 좀
Blood
보여줘야겠다.
fine. We've got to lure them out of the mine.
I'm here.
Great work.
I came as fast as I could.
But you did it.
What's the plan?
As soon as darkness falls, then we'll carry the...
What do you mean?
We need to lure away the workers and guards.
I've got a feeling that...
Exactly. But don't worry.
I'll wait until...
Make yourself... It's time. While we were waiting, Hog went to... If I'm not mistaken, the miners have already gone...
Great.
You're in charge of the best part. There should be a red rag hanging from one...
Christ, how the...
Head straight, then right at the wheelbarrow. Then you'll light the barrel and run for your life.
All right.
Just don't... I'll come with... With me! Move it! They won't be putting out the fire forever.
에? 위치 표시도 안 떠?
I'm sorry.
니 어디 갔냐?
Hurry inside. I'll keep a lookout.
수레가 나오면 오른쪽이랬지.
Where now?
I've definitely been this way already. There's the beam with the rug on it. Now to get out of here. Quick.
아니 왜 뭐지? 왜 횃불이 없어? 도망쳐.
I should get a move on.
신발을 세척했다고? 그건 또 뭐야?
That was some bad. You got all your ears are ringing. You were real fucking lucky to make it. Good thing I was there and dragged you back. You owe me an answer. You've got it. Now what's up? In the name of His Majesty King Wenceslas. You say Wenceslas, but me, ain't it too late? It's all up.
We got held up by the fire, but as I can see, now hand over your weapon.
Are you fucking...
This is your last.
We made one bid.
And where's the powder?
Well,
Damn it, Henry.
Enough bullshit. Fuck you. Whore son. Back your ass up! Come on, man! It was you! You were the murderer! Shit! I can't handle this!
매장씨 어디 갔어?
So here you are. Now I've got you. If you keep resisting,
왜 이거 정지가
I've
아니었어?
all the right in the world to execute you on the spot.
왜요? 야, 잠깐 멈춰, 멈춰.
What are you doing here?
I'm resting. There has been so much to do lately. Like peasants, that is hard.
What kind of work?
I assist sometimes with their hate. It varies.
I don't
No one truly comprehends, and when they awaken, there is no because the
time for a...
If I may,
You may.
we have seen each other
왜
many
여자야?
times.
왜
Why
할머니인데?
have you left it?
I don't remember.
Really? I have always... Well, just consider how many... I am leaving now. Good luck.
You know my name?
I was there. It kept me...
과연 경비병이 나를 잡을 것인가? 훔친 물건 들고 있어가지고. 생각해보니까 얘도 이거 안 들고 있네.
My friend, have a seat over here.
I'd be a fool.
Cheers, Henry.
Don't mention it.
But not all of us. There were those among us who...
You talking of...
Knuckles betrayed us. Plotted against me.
What happened?
Our comrades punished him like they'd punish...
It's a pity.
I don't pity men such, but what's done is done. To your health.
To the health of good King Wen.
May all traitors burn... May the rotten church burn down. May the kingdom...
What now?
Once I celebrate what we accomplished here...
Aren't there priests?
Fuck the priests! I want to spread the true word of God.
What'll happen with...
We'll hold off on any major... Smaller actions against Sigismund's people in the city will carry on.
Aren't you worried we'll be followed now?
Where there's no evidence, there's no culprit. Eldris would put himself at risk if he talked about what...
Even on the tour?
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Thank you, Chenyak.
This isn't farewell for long.
And of course.
And I wish you the best.
어. 이제 악마의 속으로 가야겠구만.
What do you think of our
Well, I cannot say I expect, but a man must...
How do you get on with...
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced, and needless to say, Godwin and Jessica cannot... and that devil in...
Have you met
the priest who is very... In addition, he can play chess, and in drinking wine, he beats even the best...
What do you think of Zhizh?
Le Chevalier Yann? Well, that takes a lot more.
What do you think of...
Le Diable Sec. A capable
You think so?
My instinct.
How do you get on with...
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also... But he was wrong.
What do you think of...
A good warrior.
Well, I don't think he...
And that is just the problem.
Have you had the chance...
Samuel. It is strange that he joined...
I can't get Kath. I'm sure you have more experience of love.
You're right. But for my tastes, Mademoiselle Catherine is of...
That's not really what I meant.
Là est la question. I had the...
So do I.
I have no idea. But she is fond of...
Oh, come on.
I am a good...
Tell me.
Mon ami, poorly. After all, I had to live up to my... I thought it would be enough to stall...
Only no...
Précisément. I, who fought in 5 countries, was relieved of command.
What other country?
In Italy. Again. In the meantime, however, I can pass on some of my
I'd like to...
It will take some time acquiring my art, especially now when I have been in just this trip. What would you...
Baron Brabant?
What to opportunity? Remember, allons-y, mon...
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Fortunately, we...
Fuck.
Samuel and the rat...
Shit. We have to find Dryde. Come on. Right,
바로 넘어가 버렸네.
I think it's clear to all of you what a
And they near...
Yes.
Thanks a lot for... At least that's true.
To tell that we got there before it all started in...
Lucky my arse. They thought they'd looted and torched.
It is nice that you found my people suffering.
Well...
We shouldn't give up.
Except that Sigismund does the League of... And what do we have? Come on, lads. Jobst will bring his armies.
It might take weeks for them to arrive. We have to get rid of von Berg.
Sir Hans here is right.
That fucker is Sigismund.
Why kill him?
You all fucking daft. Von Berger was whole...
Oh, that's true. To take a cost like...
There's no maybe about it.
So we steal the one von Berghoff, use at Nib...
Why don't we just steal all the silver from this? Use your head. Hang on.
How do you mean?
I recently sent Catherine to spy on Sick. She told me von... But it seems things are getting a bit out of hand. And it might not be that...
Good idea.
Hold your horses. Won't be that. What we need is for one of us to get amongst the... And if we succeed, there's 5.5 of us. Even with a cannon, that's not enough to take...
There's not much we can achieve.
But show me the fool who'd want to join us.
There's always a few mercenaries around.
That's enough. Von Berkow has to die. Painfully. And above all... And if there are not enough of...
Well, well. Why the fuck didn't you show us that earlier?
Where did you get such a force?
People in Kolin decided to help.
We really appreciate it.
And we won't mind if you...
If you will permit, monsieur, I might be able to contribute. They may not be la cavalerie royale.
Company of mer...
Not soft.
Then, well, fuck. We'll find a good spot for an ambush. What about you, Henry? You'll get yourself recruited into the Prague regiment, and when they take the cannon to...
Me again?
Me and Devil have to come up with...
All right, then.
That's settled, then. Catherine will tell you all you need to... In the meantime, add... A lot of so...
I'll go hunting. This tavern...
And what are we...
We're going to prepare a...
What do you say, Sir Henry?
Well... What the fuck are you...
And how long's that?
Henry! Henry! I was really worried about you. It's good.
Like reports of violence.
Damn!
Just simply... The worst part, it was as if the bloody gate...
God damn it!
I'm always glad to fight by your side. All we could do was try to hold back Eric. See, there's a hidden...
Fucking... What about Licton?
He's fine.
Praise God. The main thing is you got out.
No need to thank...
I beg to disagree. First and foremost, be it known. And secondly, a hunting bow that has no equal in the pro. It can fell the mightiest buck deer.
Oh, I'm honored. Just a moment. Isn't it the same one?
Certainly not. When I found out that Yobs would glad so to pay him back, and it was immediately.
That is certain.
It'd be great to try that bow. Wine, bacon.
We only went hunting to...
Yeah, but it was mad. Don't tell me you would, because as you. So all I can do is you'll come with me, right?
But I have work...
The camp will still be there when we get back.
Oh, all right.
That's the... I found this great... I thought you might... What's more?
I've got some...
No rest for... Drop by when you...
I can fucking tell when you've... got a problem, so spit it out.
It's just that I know someone there.
Near Chlumes. Didn't you say you...
I could use it.
What? Don't... Wait a mo.
It's possible.
I know. You carried some...
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Ah, how could I forget? It's not...
So we'll have to have it.
Or something happened.
Aye.
Oh?
Well, we wanted to rob a bit of gold. A lot of... Only there were a...
Shit.
It was a bloodbath. They picked him up.
Well, if they picked him up, he doesn't have...
If they strung, there was nothing to be done.
Didn't he say the...
But he was.
Then how...
I don't fucking know. Carol just said it made him, so I don't know.
Fuck.
But it doesn't matter.
Are they looking...
There's a price on our heads. But...
Maybe you'll be... Farrell was a good man, but...
You're dead before the arrow. We were just a...
What?
The fool couldn't fight. He was used... What? Would you believe it? Once it complete...
When I listen to you, it's not the kind of...
Look, how about you help...
What do you have in mind?
Well...
Are you shitting me?
I know. It sounds... He'd happily...
That's a job for some...
It's nothing. So then...
This is just about the oddest, but... Where should I look?
Well... Hold your horse. Our whole plan with the caravan went to... The local gravedigger lives near... That's about...
Well...
If you manage...
I would kill for some meat.
Greetings to you.
Word about... Do you accept?
Well... Finally. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
I'll have a look.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
The camp might be...
Catherine's the one who knows about spying, and I don't expect you'll just blurt out to them where they can...
taking Malice.
You'll find out in good... With a bit of luck, we'll get...
What about that?
We'll keep that in reserve.
I hope you'll use the money from...
The best fighter.
I'd like to...
It will acquire, especially so.
As a knight?
Certainement. I would only... Allons-y.
I'd like to...
It will acquire, especially so.
Survive...
You will... Allons-y.
That money?
What do you mean, give it to you?
No, you know what I meant.
Henry, money is power, and believe me.
Pasco told me he saw a dancing bear at the fair in Podiumbrad.
Where'd you learn how to...
Well, where would you... It's the result of years of... If they have to, but I have to admit. That's what... And then...
I'd like to...
It'll take...
I saw you.
All right.
Show me.
All right.
내 방이 어디더라? 내 방이 있었던 것 같은데.
Bring me something to eat.
I heard you fought...
What?
Well, I'd hate to...
True enough. But as St. Killian is my...
So how did it happen? How many soldiers...
Countless, lad. At least 10...
So how did the battle...
Lord forgive. Specific? Well, I only know...
Which one?
Oh, it's hard to describe.
So what happened?
When the battle began, the Serbian cavalry... Soon, we got ours too. The Sultan's Janissaries attacked us there.
How could you survive?
You can't give up, and death isn't an option. But he was a tough old warrior with an arrow in his eye. He climbed... The battle then lasted until...
And where did you...
In the saddle. I'm a nobleman, after all. Most of us mercenaries were on the left flank, under the command of Vladko Vukovic. But he soon... I mean, if it wasn't for Nicholas...
And who was that?
The commander of our company. Born, in any case. The fact that Gabrielle had taken a...
So who...
The battle... Only later did we find out. Prince Lazar had... Still later came the news that Lazar had been captured.
They executed?
Aye. They beheaded him.
So you...
It's hard to say. Only without their prince, it was just a matter of time before... All the same. Even as... and yet...
You're a captain?
Aye, him. We actually became...
He did?
Aye, a memory of the good...
Please show me that...
Why not? Oh,
At any rate, when you knock it aside, now come and...
I'll be right with you.
One beer.
명 콤보, 롱소드 콤보 다 모은 건가? 아직 하나 남았네. 와, 복잡해. 여기가 내 방이었나?
I'll be right there.
야구지에 가야 되고, 사냥도 가야 되고. 오늘 여기까지 해야겠네요. 네. 좋아요. 할 만큼 했으니 오늘 여기까지.